Hey friends and family, this is SP News Nugget, July 10th, 2019. We got confirmation of what went on in the courthouse, you guys, and I am going to share that with you guys just as I had got it. We're going to talk a little bit about what we hear, so I'm just going to go right to it. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notification. Down below is a comment section. That's where we communicate. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down. Here we go, you guys. Meet me on the other side.
Story we've been closely following for months. Darion Vance, the man referred to as Malia Davis's stepfather, was due in court this morning. He's the main suspect in the 4-year-old's disappearance and death. Right now, he's charged with tampering with the corpse. Malia's mother, Brittany Bowens, was confronted by several protesters, leading to some tense moments outside the courtroom.
Marcelino Benito was in the courtroom for us this morning. So, Marcelino, what happened?
Well, Russ, Darion Vance didn't even make it into the courtroom today. Brittany Bowens, Malia's mother, did. She was escorted in by police for her own protection. Malia's mother, Brittany Bowens, in court today, flanked by Precinct 1 deputy constables. She hoped to come face-to-face with Darion Vance when the case was rescheduled. She found herself face-to-face with protesters instead, calling on police to arrest her. Bowens said nothing as she walked out.
Everybody that has something to do with this, they need to be locked up. Because if it was your kids or your family member, you'll do everything under the sun to make sure they serve.
Tamisha Mendoza is Malia's father's cousin. The family continues to believe Malia's mother played a role in her disappearance. So far, Vance remains the only person charged. It has been nearly 6 weeks since Malia's body was found dumped off an Arkansas highway. Since then, the calls for justice have grown louder. In late June, the medical examiner ruled Malia's death a homicide, but charges against Vance have yet to be upgraded. The district attorney's office not commenting on any other individuals possibly involved, only telling us in a statement, although you've heard a general finding on the death, the actual autopsy report has not yet been completed and therefore not yet been forwarded to prosecutors. When prosecutors get the report, they will continue to be deliberate and methodical as they thoroughly evaluate the evidence and possible charges. We remain focused on justice for Malia. Vance remains only charged with tampering with a corpse. He's due back on that charge in court in September. Reka back.
Okay, you guys, I made sure that you seen all the footage that the news had, all the footage that any YouTubers had, everything. And there was a lot of footage that we didn't get before, and that was the protesters was there, and they were after Brittany. And it was a good thing that she did have the police officers to escort her in, because I think they would have hurt her. I think the community is so upset that she has not been charged that somebody would have tried to hurt her. And I think that, you know, we do have a system, you guys. And even though, you know, you may not think it worked, and it may not work. But if it don't, we don't wait until situations like this happen, and then we're just trying to take the law in our own hands. You can't do that. There's a process, and everybody has to go through due process. So I want you guys, if you're out there in the Houston community, you know, don't take the law in your own hands. So we're going to talk about this, you guys, because even if she stays out here, you know, I'm just saying, there's a time and a place for everything. Now, the sad thing about it, when George Zimmerman was found not guilty, I didn't see all of this taking place. I didn't see people, you know, to the courthouse hollering at him, yelling at him, and wanting to fuss and fight. I didn't see all of that. But here's this woman, And, you know, African American woman, and we're just like, it amazes me. And I'm not taking up for Brittany, you guys. I just think there's due process, and let it play it out. Because I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think, excuse me, I think the community is not wanting to let this go. It's because, well, we don't want to see our own kind do this to our babies or our own kids. And we don't even want to get this started. And to be honest with you, I think it has already been happening, and we haven't been paying attention to it. This is nothing new. But since now that we're paying attention to it, a lot of it's being seen. There was another woman. She tried to kill her kids. It was a copycat Brittany Bowen. She wanted to copycat the Malia case. And her boyfriend had to stop her. So, you know, and this is the weirdest case I've ever tried to figure out. But I understand why it's not such a, it's a hard case and everybody cannot wrap their head around it. It's because we're not getting all the facts and the information. And I know that by the time we get it, the police is going to be acting like, yeah, they know this, they know that. Well, that's what they're supposed to do. But when you have the community out here wanting to chop off somebody's head, that's not a good thing. Either you give us what they say, don't want a piece of bite of the road. You want the whole road or nothing at all. It goes something of that nature. You know? Eat the whole road. That's what your grandparents would tell you. Don't play with the road. You know, eat the whole road. I don't know. But anyway, you guys, I was just trying to sit here and think, and we're talking about it. I want you guys to give me what you think. I know everybody, 99% of the people are like, Brittany needs to go to jail. I understand that. I get that. But people will say, and I heard Cornell X say this, for what? Okay, on what charges? Did she do the killing? Because you got to have something to back it up. You can't have a theory. You got to have some facts. And if she did do the killing, was she there at home? Was she already dead before Darian got there? Or was she dead, Brittany had came home? Was Brittany really out of town? Because we don't see receipts of her coming back. We know what she say. I mean, you go to any airport, you've got pictures. And normally, police will come out and say, well, we see her walking here, walking there, you know. Every airport has all the pictures in the world. You cannot go to an airport and it not have pictures. That's supposed to be the safest place you can go to and be seen. I don't care what corner you turn. It's almost like the White House. You're going to be seen. Because they're not going to play with those planes. So where's the pictures at? News, where's the pictures at? You're putting all these other pictures out there. You got everybody in their feelings. And I'm just saying, you guys know if she didn't. And yeah, you can charge her for neglect. See, this is why Brittany came back and did not want Cornell X to represent her no more. Because Cornell X was saying, Brittany knew this and Brittany knew that. Brittany came back and was like, he's fired. I didn't know none of this. I didn't tell him that. I ain't said this. I ain't said that. And it was Cornell's word against hers. So she made Cornell look like a fool. Brittany's like, I didn't say that. Probably the smartest thing she could have ever done. And he's still trying to help her. See, he realized something. And this is what I believe about Cornell X. Because Brittany asked Cornell to help her daughter. I believe Cornell is still helping her. But he's trying to make sure she don't get the death penalty. Or she don't get the electric chair. Or she don't get, life with parole, without parole. He's trying to make it where she gets some therapy. Or some counseling. He's putting everything on everybody else but Brittany. He putting it on Darian. He put it on CPS. He put it on the judge. But he said Brittany needs some therapy. She needs some deep counseling. That's what he said. Brittany could have been the main perpetrator. She could have been. That's what I believe. But just because I believe it doesn't mean I want to go harm her. There's a due process. And I know we do got to keep this alive. We do got to stay in our feelings. But you guys, you have to be careful. Because you don't want someone to go out and do something that they shouldn't do. And we don't know the truth yet. Okay, you guys, we're going to talk about this in a comment area. So leave a comment down below. You tell me what you think, what's going on. And give some narratives. Tell me how you're feeling. And hey, you guys, this, we can talk about this. And if you want to do a one-on-one conversation with me, hey, hit me up on my email. And we'll give you a call. We'll set it up. We will record it. And you guys, we can know your narrative. Okay? I've had other people that wanted to do this, and we've done it. And I've got a couple of people that is set up to do this. I got another person that's set up, and we're going to do this. And so until I can go live, you guys, we're going to work this out. So be good, be safe, and be nice to each other.